in the Bible, the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 13. When you look at that verse in the Holy Bible, our manuscript, you will discover that that particular verse is the 6th commandment in our 10 commandments, Zion. These commandments from the Most High Yah are not done away with, but these are the commandments, the laws, the statutes, the commandments, and the precepts found in our Holy Bible, whereby we as a nation are governed. This is our rule. And it says, thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. So if you take the thou and put you in there, it will say, you shall not kill. You shall not kill. And so it's obvious that the word kill must be read in context. So what is that commandment? That commandment is, you shall do no murder. You shall not murder. Is one of our commandments, Zion. It's our commandment. You do not murder. It's against our laws. It's against the Bible, what Yah gave us as a nation. We don't kill because it's against we don't commit murder. And then to define murder, we would have to go to its the most simple definition, obviously, is it is taking the life of the innocent. To take the life of the innocent. To kill someone who is innocent. And so the Israelites, we have known from the very beginning, even when we want to talk about Cain and Abel, which is, by the way, our ancestors, we've known forever that murdering the innocent is against the Torah. It's against Yah's word. And it doesn't matter where we are. That is a universal law for us. We do not take the life of the innocent. I mean, that's just, we don't kill. So, today, when I heard the news, I got a phone call early this morning. Javon called me. And he was like, Pops, did you hear about Roe versus Wade has now been overturned? My first reaction was, are you serious? And he was like, look it up. And I looked it up and I said, good. And this is why I'm making this video. People who knew me, including Javon, one of the things he told me, he was like, Pops, you've been saying that was going to happen, that they were going to overturn the whole Roe versus Wade. You've been talking about that for years, man, for years and years. And he's right. He's telling the truth. I've been telling people that what is going to actually happen is that eventually science, the ability for people to actually see what's going on with that baby in the womb, science is going to get so advanced that it's just, there's just no way you're going to be able to not to deny that that's a human, that that's a person, and that person already has personality and feelings and facial expressions and gestures and all that kind of stuff. I said one day they're going to be able to see that, and once they see that, then they are going to be, I'm talking about the heathens, they're going to be placed in a crisis again. They're going to have to come. Remember, Zion, we're in the last days, so now everything is coming out. Everything is being exposed. So it's the time we live in. And so I said, they're gonna see that, and then they're gonna have to make a decision. And I'm not making this video long. I just want to say that it is very interesting that in the last day, those of us, we've been hollering to the top of our lungs, we got to stop killing our children. For the heathen to overturn a Supreme Court decision concerning law, for the heathens to do that, is incredible, and it's remarkable. Why? Because per capita, now I'm not talking about the actual number, I'm saying per capita, you do know that the so-called black man and black woman participate in this murderous activity, and this really this form of, you know, this killing per capita, more than anybody else, the sons and daughters of the slave trade. So as we have been hollering to the top of our lungs that we have to stop killing our children, it is incredible then that in my lifetime I live to see the heathen overthrow or overturn that particular law, which says if they overturn the law, then that should be a flag for us to say, okay, wait, what's going on? And I'll tell you, Yah is fed up. He's had enough of this killing of our children. He's not going, look, judgment is coming. And I don't know if these heathens are listening to the moray, if they following the series, taking it serious, if other preachers and teachers are getting into the ears of some of these folk. But I do know one thing, whole states are saying, yeah, we're gonna have to stop killing these babies. Now, what reason they do it is not my business or my problem right now. I'm just saying to the Israelite community that we ought to really, really pay attention to the fact that when the heathen starts making decisions that actually line up with our Torah, when our own people, the sons and daughters of the slave trade Israelites, are wanting to do something against the Torah, oh, you know, judgment, boom, it's sure to come. And I've been listening to some of these pundits. I'm gonna have more to say on this later. And guess who is acting like they're the most hurt behind this whole thing? The Congressional Black Caucus. I told you about that word. Black represents death. I told you it represents slavery. It represents depression. It represents murder. It's a terrible thing. And when you look at what these people are actually saying, they are saying that allowing Israelites to go through with their pregnancy and have their children, which are also Hebrews, which are the Israelites, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that it is going to wreak havoc in our communities, and it is going to be the destruction and the death of us. That is coming out of the mouths of other Israelites. Unbelievable. You know what it means? Judgment's coming. I mean, when the heathen will say, you know what? We got to stop killing these kids. We at least got to make a law to make it more difficult to do it. And then on the other hand, you got Israelites that don't know. We call them slumber brews because they still sleep. They sleep in Hebrews. And they are out here talking about that they believe that this could be the death or the demise of us because we are making it more difficult for people to commit murder against their own children. You know that judgment against our people is really, really close. But all I'm going to say is, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. If one Israelite life is saved, if one Israelite life is preserved, if one Israelite mother makes a decision, I'm going to keep my baby, Yah's talking to me, and that child is able to be born and to grow and to learn Torah, then this whole thing will be completely worth it. So, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Zion, this is a time that we need to make sure that we line up with the Torah and we walk according to these laws, statutes, and commandments. Because I've been saying, it won't be long, and we going home where we belong. Why? Because our King is coming. He's coming. So we got to get rid of these spots and wrinkles and keep these laws, statutes, and the commandments so we can be with him, presented to him as a glorious bride. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Toda Rabbah. Stay true, Zion. Keep the commandments. Shalom, shalom.